Hey Karl Krogstad, is One Direction got a stomach flu?
God freaking dang it, he didn't have a stomach freaking mutual flu. Also, the doctor said that One Direction didn't have stomach freaking flu. Flex freaking tape. For the 15th time since the last week's episode, One Direction is going to stay here for the rest of 2023. Like I said from the last week's episode when Governor James Lee said that and if you talk about One Direction 10 more times, you will be going to jail for the rest of 2023, idiot.
But Karl Krogstad, please, can you call 911 to arrest One Direction? This is what he gets for trigger me.
No, freaking, wait, we're not gonna call 911 to arrest One Direction. Also, the cops is not gonna arrest One Direction. Flex freaking tape. For the 16th time since last week, One Direction is going to stay here for the rest of 2023, and he's not going anywhere, and he's not going somewhere else, and he's going to be stuck in your freaking house. And if you talk about One freaking West Wild Side Direction 9 more times, you will be going to jail. Get it, jail.
But Karl Krogstad, One Direction is a worst Irish boy band, and also, What Makes You Beautiful is become a scary music video, because What Makes You Beautiful is worse than All Star, Never Gonna Give You Up, Yes Ludwig, and Julia are mated, Over a Bright Blue Sea. Now give 3 cheers. I'll lead the way from HMS Pinafore, 2010. Please Karl Krogstad, make One Direction to leave, and make What Makes You Beautiful to cancel it. I'm pretty sure we'll be back to normal.
No, we're not back to normal. Also, One Direction is going to stay in your house for the rest of 2023, and he will be stuck in your house until 2047. Also, Governor James Lee said that One Direction should not leave the house. Also, One Direction is not a worst Irish boy band, and also for that, What Makes You Beautiful is not a scary music video, it's just a music video, and also, the lyrics of What Makes You Beautiful is not as scary and terrifying. That's so freaking it for talking about One Direction. You're so mother freaking grounded until Karl graduated from high school in 2024, which means Karl is going to college until September 2024. Go to your room right freaking bad dust, you freaking scariest medical and the flex tape world.
Karl Krogstad, for the 17th time, I want you to get rid of One Direction. It's so boring, and also, What Makes You Beautiful is become more and more scarier and scarier and scarier 100%. Can you please make One Direction going away, please?
Flex freaking tape. We're not gonna get rid of One Direction. Also, Governor James Lee said that you're talking about One Direction. Just stop. Do you hear me? Just stop it already. And if you're talking about One freaking scumbag Direction 8 more times, you will be going to prison just like Flex Tapes Anger Episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got it?
But Karl Krogstad, please. Can you tell One Direction to leave the house, and tell Dave freaking Ross and give One Direction a passport, and send to London? I promise it will be good.
No, we're not gonna give One Direction a passport for London. Also, if you not know when One Direction is not in London, look at the freaking window. It's freaking raining, and it's freaking pouring, and the flight is still cancelled due to bad freaking mutual natural disease weather. So that means One Direction is going to stay here for the rest of 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030. That's so freaking it for talking about One Direction. You're so mother freaking grounded until 2102. Now go back to your room right freaking mutual natural disease now. Scariest medical in the flex tape world.
How about you can replace with Death Clock?
Death Clock is the freaking scariest zombie, and you flex freaking cancer affects nearly everyone in some way. We hope that this two-part episode will empower kids, families, and caregivers to talk about all the feelings that can come up when a loved one has cancer, and how they can work together and remain positive and hopeful through difficult times. Tape, or not being replaced with Death Clock. Also, Death Clock is from the TV show Metalocalypse. Also, Reuploaded told me that you refuse me to get rid of petty freaking neutral heat and freeze freaking natural disease Louise in November. That literally 5 freaking months ago in November 27, 2022 and March 26, 2023. And Dave freaking Ross said that replacing villains is against the law. You're going to jail if you talk about One Direction. Leave One Direction, it's just a Irish boy band. Leave One Direction alone or else you will be going to jail for a long extremely entire year. And you will be turned 300 years in 2111. You got it?
But Karl Krogstad, One Direction is a worst Irish boy band, because One Direction is so annoying, irritated, etc. And also, What Makes You Beautiful is worse than Yes Would Be Julia made it, because What Makes You Beautiful is a garbage song. Please Karl Krogstad, make One Direction going away, and make What Makes You Beautiful to cancel it. I promise it will be good.
Later. Many months later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting, and they had...
So that's what happens when you're talking about One Direction. Flex freaking tape for the 18th time since April 2023. One Direction is going to be stay for the rest of 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030. That's so freaking it. From talking about One Direction, we're grounded until 2112. Also, we're still grounded from talking about One Direction. And also, What Makes You Beautiful is not a scary music video. It's just a freaking music video. Come out to your room right now. Scary Flex Tape Medical.
Just give Dave, Ross, Ludwig, and Lisa and Julia a chance, please.
Lisa and Julia is going to sleep here. Also, Dave freaking Ross said that Lisa and Julia is going to sleep here for the rest of 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030 as well. That's so freaking it. From talking about Lisa and Julia, you're grounded until 2115. Also, 1800743CMPC2CambridgeCMPC.com. Leave Lisa and Julia alone. Scary Flex Tape Medical.
What if Ludwig and Lisa and Julia has died?
Lisa and Julia did not die. Flex freaking Ludwig. My name is Rich No Time Later. I am a producer. I am a director. I am a magician. I appear on stage and in the radio. There's so many of the episodes you love me too. How many times do I have to tell you? Lisa and Julia is going to sleep here. That's so freaking it. From talking about Lisa and Julia, we're grounded until 2114. Leave Lisa and Julia alone. Do you hear me? Leave Lisa and Julia alone. Scary Flex Tape Medical.
Hey Karl Krogstad, the train is going to hit you, so you just have to wait for the train.
Wait a minute, did you just say train?
Yes, here comes the train, and the train is going to hit you.
Oh my freaking god. This has to be the worst thing I have ever seen of the entire life. Oh my freaking god, it's the train. I'm going to be hit by the train. I'm out here before the
I'm sorry for the train hits you. Can you please replace with
So that's what happens when you hit by a train. Flex freaking tape. I can't believe you hit by a train. Now, the train has gone. That's so freaking. We're talking about One Direction. We're talking about Samsung's classic K-Wow gets ground is yours. We're talking about London and Reason and Julia. We're talking about John Cox. We're talking about P freaking mutual healing free freaking natural disease ladies. And for hit by a train, you're grounded until 2114. Also, you're still grounded for an additional 619-7420. 1K00743 CMPC2CMPC.com 835746464 38597 years. Please wait for Q Plus. Please London and Reason and Julia. Please John Cox. Please London James City. Please Coach Mike. And leave One Direction. Let's go home right now. Scary Flex State Medical.